things on good. Don't mind me lotioning up my dry ass hands. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Hello. Been a while. I promised last week I'd do the Nikkei update. Otherwise I would have done this. But alas, I have to pick and choose sometimes. Alright, we're exactly where we left off at the end of last stream. And this game needs to get itself figured out with the whole loading thing. Hold on.
Extra fee for that.
There we go. Okay. Yes. Now we must go here. Hello. I've been here the whole time. It didn't escape jail. Don't look at me like that. Alrighty. I actually don't notice the motion blur in this game at all. Like, it's there, but like if I turn it off, it doesn't seem to really make a difference. I've tried. So I just kind of roll with whatever.
Excuse me.
Hello.
I take it Mr. Fremonet's condition has stabilized?
Enough.
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegeween?
To figure out what you're
check
doing,
up on Miss
weirdo.
Cloran. How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
Mostly fine.
If you don't
Mostly.
mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
To make sure that you're
Well,
want to
explain yourself, Wriothesley?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
whatever you say, jail daddy.
Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
That's fair.
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went, so I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were
He's in the
hoping Lenny's
walls.
group would just do your work for you.
Child's in the goddamn
You make it
walls.
sound like that's a bad thing.
And I know that's true.
Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned.
It's gotta be true.
I assume that Fremonet has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true that you're also a former criminal?
Now, why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Clorant down here?
Herself.
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Clorant could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
She could just invite herself, though. I mean, are you gonna stop Clorant? I wouldn't.
You can think of it
I'd be like,
that.
that's fine.
Yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
But what's inside
That's
of
not
the zone?
something you should be asking after.
No, fuck you. I want to know.
Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts.
And
All
I
need to
care
prove
about
to
the
you
rest.
Is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremine.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Yes.
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Sure.
Follow me.
I've seen worse. I'm basically a god. Oh, he's down there. Okay. All right. We... yes. The forbidden hidden stairs.
There's a hidden door here?
3 a.m. stream. 3 a.m. for you,
behind it.
maybe.
Huh.
It's 3 p.m. for me.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is. Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
We... Elevator time.
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special. What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Fair. That much I can do. I'm willing to keep secrets only if they're actually necessary.
Huh. So there's a switch
But
on the
not
side.
often is that true.
Whoa! They all just went up one by one.
Go on, have a look.
It's the creature.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking? Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising. Yes, that's very likely.
But forget about the two of us! Not even Neuvillette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh!
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all. Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
I think that'd be fun to see.
Just too weird!
Oh, yes.
Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above
Accidental genocide.
Who built this
It's an act of
place
nature.
anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them, and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea. To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things.
Sorry I'm being like very
Just
quiet.
hearing one will create
There's
the
a
first
lot of
wave
lore
panic.
dump right now.
Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third. Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something.
What is it, Jail Daddy?
This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Have I played Limbus Company yet? Oh yeah.
He's not alone.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Huh? Lorvine and Juria?
There's a whole like 4 or 5
No need to
streams
panic, you
I
two.
think about it
I've
already.
told them about our plan.
What?
I have
So you warned us
a
not to tell a
team.
single soul about any of this?
Hold on, I'll show you.
I'm
Give me a
skeptical
second.
as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
Gotta let the app load up,
The
and I'm gonna
results
pay
speak
attention
for
to what's happening on
themselves, don't
screen
they?
in the meantime.
These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Which can't tell what I'm
How
I
about
think
some
I'm on.
reintroductions? This is Jurier,
I think
one
I
of the
finished
highest-ranked
3?
researchers from the Fontaine Research
I
Institute.
can't remember at this
He
point.
used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin. Good.
And who?
Saves me a bit of time explaining. Edwin's main areas of research were archeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the fortress of Meripede?
Hang on. All right. Okay. There's my squad. As you can see, I am doing fine in the game. I am well off and able to handle myself. Thank you very much. So yes, I've been playing the game a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, now I gotta close this out. And back to this.
Ah, what a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
But I forgot to check what
That
canto I'm on. But
taskmaster over there is
one of
Miss
them.
Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant,
I'm pretty
she
sure
used to
I'm
be
on
Jurier's
3.
assistant.
I think I
Ooh,
stopped
are they
right after
together?
the chickens. You know the one. So I was in
Everyone keeps
Intervalo
asking
for
this
that.
question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Yeah, there's
Your
too many
Grace,
good games.
I
It really
am
is.
not in a relationship with this man.
Oh, sure you're not,
If I
Lorvine.
dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Shut up, hero.
Forget I said anything then.
Mwah.
Follow me.
This fucking guy. But currently, I'm regularly playing
There's
Nikke,
another door that goes right up.
Genshin,
Your
Limbus,
constant
and
amazement
Reverse
makes it
99.
seem like the fortress can do anything.
And I also do open up Blue Archive on occasion,
Paimon really thinks everything's super
but
cool.
it's a rare occasion. It's just like if I randomly remember to.
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
Ooh.
What a huge ship! This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
Dude,
How
Millie's
much do
been
you
making
know
new
about
songs for the
Fontanian
past like
history?
month and a half. Where have you been?
Yeah.
They keep throwing songs out there.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships.
Duh.
People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Paimon
Do you
is
believe that too?
a fucking idiot sometimes.
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have
I haven't done the
factory's
world's
worth
quest,
of
no.
labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe.
Eh,
Fontanians need something to hold on
I'm more
to
for
cope
salmon.
with the impending disaster.
Dad joke.
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. All right, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
All right. Makes sense, but also, I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I love everything about it.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
Yeah, that is what exactly he just said. Thank you, me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
we'll
you,
put a lot
me.
of thought into it for sure.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
Whee! Time to go to bed. Oh, it's the infirmary. Never mind. Wait a minute. Had the wrong spot in my head. We're here. Oh, they have beds here at least.
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
Another one from Forsaken? Probably. Probably will.
Tea.
There's so many songs from so many different
now that you
Roblox
mention it,
things.
I just remembered something.
Getting to
now.
2 a month
While I was
is
sedated,
going to
I could
take a
still
while
hear
to get to
2 people
most
talking
songs
next
people
to
want me to get to.
They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Wriothesley and Sejuin.
Yeah, I heard 1 male voice and 1 female, so it should have been the 2 of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Wriothesley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations? Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed.
Not sure if
now.
I should tell him everything.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sejuin is also busy with something or other. So let's just talk here.
All right, then I'll
You find
posit
it
my
nice.
theories.
Everyone else hates
I
it.
asked myself 3 questions. Firstly,
There's just
why
so
was
many,
Femine
so
affected
people
by the
think
primordial
that it's like
seawater?
the only thing I do.
It was
It's like
because he dove into
Roblox
the
is not
sea.
my focus.
My theory is the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Meropide.
Valid theory.
Ooh, he's good. He got that right on the first try.
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Wriothesley's attitude changed dramatically during
I will
the course of our
confirm
stay here. He ignored us
or
completely
deny
at first,
your
then
theories.
suddenly roadblocked us. Why? I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him. What's more, the Fortress of Meropide is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Eudex's Neuvillette. Wriothesley is basically the king of a no-man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the 2 factions are pitted against each other, Wriothesley will be free to move between the parties.
It's basically any real life
If I had to
band.
guess, he probably
Unfortunately.
has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
The part that sucks about the whole it's a real band is that they have copyright police all over the fucking place. So like 9 times out of 10 I can't cover it. Millie is an exception because they're exceptionally cool about it. And they're one of like 5 legitimate bands that have the policy of we don't care. That's different. They still have their copyright claims, but they don't challenge them if you dispute them. That's the only way I'm able to do Millie stuff on a regular basis. So it's like any other real band that's like a part of a game or is like an anime band, any of those are owned by the worst of the fucking worst copyright companies. We're talking Warner Brothers, Sony, fucking TuneCore Japan, awful fucking companies that are just shitheads in copyright stuff. They are absolute cancer, and I cannot get around them no matter what I do. So I just don't. It's like you just kind of admit it and you give up at certain points. So sadly, most real bands I can't cover. Recommend some world quests. I mean, I kind of leave that up to whoever's in chat. Like, nobody seems to really point me in the direction of what world quests to do. They just gun like Archon to Archon, and it's like, man, if I need a world quest to make sense of the next Archon quest, people got to tell me that. I don't know which ones are relevant, you know, and there's so many of them, and I do not have the time to do all of them. So I kind of lean into the community for that. And so few people actually say anything about it that I never actually get to them. Because then people are like, oh, did you do this world quest? And it's like, no, because I didn't know it existed, you know? Just kind of gets stuck. Recent Forsaken drama. I have no clue about anything Roblox. Like, aside from the music, I haven't even seen the games that these songs come from, and I don't give a shit. I do not give a single flying shit. And that's just the truth. Like, it might sound more aggressive than I intended to be, but I could not care less about Roblox or the drama therein. I don't give a shit. I don't care. They can do whatever the fuck they want. I'm here for good music, and if it's good, awesome. If it's bad, whatever. At least I got to talk about it. But whatever the fucking, like, internal dev drama is, or the community drama, that can fuck off a cliff. I don't give a shit. So no.
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question.
And that's the same with, like, most drama in general.
If Wriothesley does have a plan, what could it be?
It's like, I love anime, but I don't give a shit about community drama.
Something to do with the changing
that
nature
stuff
of the
is just
seawater.
depressing.
He's even gotten Cloran to help him out. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargain.
Oh, the false. Yeah, that happens in every community. That's happened with Genshin songs before.
I don't have enough information.
Usually when you
so
dispute
I have no
them,
idea what his chip might be.
They fight against it.
But
not always.
Guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
I'm willing to go to court. They aren't. So if I ever get a fight against a claim that I know is false,
I can't believe it.
then I just go like, you want to bring this to court? I have proof. And they go, oops, sorry. And they leave.
Could Wriothesley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Wriothesley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know and just wanted to bring Father over to his side, which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Trevor.
I saw the unofficial
I'll figure out
soundtrack
a way to pass
question.
this
I was
on to
just
our Father.
focusing
No
over
matter
here.
what, we're on
The
your
answer
side.
is I don't really care, like really where the music
two of
comes
you have
from.
already
It
aided
just
us
has to be
far too
requested
much.
enough. So
We
like one
probably
person
wouldn't be
wanting it
standing
is
here
never
right
going to
now
be
if not
enough.
for you.
There has
If
to be
you ever
enough
need
people
anything else going
individually that
forward,
want that to
please
happen.
come to the House of the Hearth at any time.
I've done it before,
Though
I
you
think,
may not
but just
share the
not for
sentiment,
anything Roblox.
After all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
If that's what you're asking about.
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
I mean, yeah, I'll get back to Nectigadus. I'm just not sure when, you know, like, that's really the whole crux of, like, me covering the Roblox stuff. It's like, I don't know when, You know, it could be months. It could be literally months before I wrap back around to any of these games. So it's like, asking when I'm going to get to it isn't going to get you anywhere, because I don't know when I'm going to get to it either. I'll get there, because, like, I do fucking love, like, Nectigonus's work. I think the soundtrack for Deep Woken is really good, but there's also so many other games, and I just can't get to everything, so it's going to be like, it could be fucking Christmas before I get back to Nectigonus. It really just depends. It probably won't be that long, but the answer is not exactly a 0% chance either. So it's always hard to tell. Head of the dev team is a... Wow. Not shocked. There's a reason I don't touch Roblox as a game or as a platform at all, and that's one of them. If not because I don't think that, like, most, if not all of the games there are just something I'm not interested in the slightest as far as gameplay. They also look like shit, every single one of them. I cannot look at Roblox for too long. I want to puke out of my eyes. It's just a bad design. I can't. I don't like it. It's not stylized in a good way like Minecraft is, and it's not, even though it has way more options for like the gameplay within, gameplay is not the only thing that makes me want to play a game. If I want to die while looking at it, I cannot play it. Ever. And it's not a matter of like, well, the game's stylized different. It's like the base models and what Roblox can do visually is unabashedly shit, and I cannot look at it. No matter how much you polish a turd, it's gonna be poop. You can't fix that, and I cannot look at it. That's why I don't touch it. The other part of that is a lot of the devs are weird, the community is weird, and I'm 30 years old. I do not want to be a 30-year-old fucking parading around like, let's go kids, I hope you don't mind. It's fucking weird. Yeah, like, you know, like, I don't see a single goddamn person, and this is just my opinion, above the age of 25 playing Roblox as somebody who's probably not into touching children. Like, is that true? Probably not. But there's also this, like, gap of, like, how old is too old to be playing a game that is predominantly children in its player base? And I think that above 25, you should start considering to stop. Like, and anyone who's like 30 plus who plays the game and it's just like, get the fuck out of here, you're a weirdo. Like, end of sentence. I think that there is a line as for like just how old you can be to enjoy something that is predominantly made for kids, and that platform has that line somewhere in the late 20s. It's kind of a gray area, but I don't want to partake in it. I've never played it, never will, don't want to, have no interest in it. But I do love the music in it. That is frankly unrelated to me. And if you're above the age of 25 and you play Roblox, consider finding another game to play. Just in general. Request for one of my favorite music again. Yeah, it never gets likes. That happens so often, and it sucks. Like, don't like think I'm like doing that on purpose, because it's purely just what people like. I know you don't think that, but it's just like, man. Some of them are just like, oh, that one sounds interesting just based on the title, but then like nobody wants it, and it's always fucking our shits comment that gets all the likes for Genshin videos. And I clown on him all the time for that. I'm like, damn, dude. So keep trying. Eventually you'll get there. Deep Woken devs just disappear for long. Yeah, that happens with a lot of indie stuff in general. But at least they're not like taking money and just never deving the actual fucking game, though. That's better. Too old for that game. And that's what sucks too, is because it's like Roblox is like a platform and it shouldn't be children exclusive, but like the problem with that is that it is, you know, like there's so many kids as a part of it because it's easily accessible, and that is a problem in multiple ways. And there's no real way to stop or fix that without like adding a paywall, and even then in the modern day that won't really stop anyone. So it's more of just a, you get what you get, you got to be careful, don't be weird on the internet and stay away from creeps as best as you can. Be very defensive, be very aware, and don't get roped into some fucking freak fetish bullshit, and stay out of like public server areas. Play the games you want on Roblox, play them in private spots, host your own, stuff like that if you want to play. But like jumping into a server with a bunch of other people and going, who else is here is 15 when you're like 40, that's fucking weird, dude. That's pedophile shit. So, yeah. So, sorry, I got my opinions and they're very strong. Hungry Paimon. Shocked nobody.
Paimon's hungry.
Wow, who would have guessed?
You've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Badass Paimon strikes again. Alright. Wait, might be able to teleport to it quicker.
What's up?
Ooh. Oh, that's the yeah. Up. Aha. There we go. Oh yeah, I've done a few Deep Woken things. Kind of tacky. Oh, it's above me, isn't it? Damn it. Oh, jeez. Ah, shit, dog. Okay, where is this? Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's been a few weeks since I've been here. I kind of forgot where things are. Just a little bit.
It's time for dinner. Welfare meals now being served in the coupon cafeteria.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon.
Did I finish my thought earlier about the other Deep Woken stuff? Yeah, it's just more of like a... Yes, I've heard a few of them now. But the next one, couldn't tell you when it's going to happen.
Huh. You're right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria.
They make good food here.
What would you like to eat?
Steak, beans, beef, and cheese.
Yep, you can. I've already
What's my upload schedule? Every day.
Me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
Roblox every other... I record every other Thursday. That means it would be... every other Saturday for you guys? I'm pretty sure.
Me too! Don't forget Paimon!
You just make requests in the comment section of the most recent videos. Like that, and they just hope that it's the one that most people want to see. Largely, that's how I pick. Once in a while, for Roblox specifically, I'll go to like other videos of other subjects because I don't want to do the same game 20 times in a row for Roblox stuff because there's so many. What time? Noon CST, Central Time. Whatever that would be for you guys is up to wherever you live. But I also don't worry about things like the new updates of things where like there's new music. It's like I barely ever care about that. Even on the games I cover on a weekly basis, I don't pay too much attention. Most of them, I don't even know when Genshin has events anymore, and I play it actively.
The expression on your face just now, the muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment. Sigewinne, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
Yes, to both, probably.
A bit of both, I suppose.
Called it.
I'm a Melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. I just kind of clicked the wrong one last time.
Even though you're so short, you still talk and act
Have I
like
tried
an older
Lobotomy?
sister.
Yep. I tried Lobotomy Corporation, Ruina, and Limbus all in the same month.
That's great.
I did
to
roughly
hear.
15 hours of each.
Oh, and what did you mean back
All
in
those
last
VODs are up on the channel if you want to watch
You were
those.
protecting Linny and his siblings as well.
Spoiler, I will not be playing LobCorp again.
Oh, that.
I'd be okay with going back to Ruina, though.
Especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something
I just
was
know where
wrong
my
with the
limits are.
water. Thankfully, Thankfully, Glorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also
Oh yeah,
saved
no
the
worries. I'm
contact
never
that
playing
Glorand left,
Roblox. That's like
to
a
make sure that
firm
Lenny
no.
wouldn't impulsively
Like, I don't
chase
care
after
how
his
good the game
brother.
is.
Although the path was blocked, we
That is
still
a
stationed some guards there to
non-starter
stop anyone
subject.
from approaching. They were instructed
Again, the music
to
is
only
great,
open
but
the door once
no.
Miss Glorand had returned. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linney as
Jail
well.
Daddy is one of the most horrible
Press him,
terms
but
you've
we
seen.
couldn't allow him to be in any real danger.
But he is
We were all
though.
super
He is Jail
sincere and
Daddy.
Really thought everything through. It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader.
Yeah, no, Plants vs. Zombies? I mean, yeah, but like,
Wish Monsieur Neuvillette
the
would come
first
down here more
Plants
often,
vs.
too.
Zombies that I
feel
played,
like
which
he'd
was
like
the
it
first
here.
one when it came out.
All the darkness and chaos.
If that ages me.
Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
Meanwhile, I played 8. Yeah. I remember when the first Plants vs. Zombies came out. Oh boy. Alrighty, where is this? Can I even get, okay, yeah, you're there, okay. Same level. Whoop. Missed an item. How dare I? That's very not me. Yeah, I've seen a lot more people asking for Blue Archive recently. I actually might because of that. I've been wanting to hear more Blue Archive stuff, but like nobody asks for it anymore, but there's a few more now. So probably.
So much has happened. Paimon
Yeah, EA ruins everything they touch.
Now that she's finally relaxed. Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
I'm getting there. I'm always tired. That's my secret, Captain. What's next month of gaming? Rhythm games as a blanket. Probably starting with Archaea. Lord help me. Osu will be in there for sure.
For free.
I'll probably have 4 different games. I'll do like a day of each one.
Out of my way! Get out of my way! What happened? Why is everyone running? No idea, but something must
Easter
happen.
special? What do you think I am, a Christian? It sounded way more aggressive than I intended it to. But no, I don't give a shit about Easter. I don't celebrate any holidays as a blanket. Last time I celebrated a holiday, I was forced to celebrate a holiday.
Time to act.
What's going on out here?
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are
I've seen a lot of combat initiation stuff. I actually have gotten a lot of those requests on my drum streams.
Explain, mate.
My
Goodbye.
Sunday drum streams on Twitch. I get a lot of combat initiation requests from one specific user. So I've heard a few of them.
They're here! Yeah, there you are!
They've arrived.
Oh, thank goodness!
Quisto and Laveroon, do you know what happened here?
Hold on, I'm gonna pause this just to check back and... It's just me, if it feels wrong to ask for BA reaction on non-BA. I mean, you can always ask for whatever. I just kind of like, I gauge interest based on who asks where. However, I do recognize names from, like, usernames pretty easily. So if it's like the same person going like, can you listen to this on like every video for like a week straight, I'm not gonna add that up as like multiple people, obviously. But if you throw it in there once in a while and then it gets a few likes, that's just people going, hey, yeah. So that's good, you know? That's how I kind of see where the interest lies. Aside from the main request for that video. So don't be shy of asking for things on different videos. Just don't spam it either. I will block you from the channel. I've done that twice before. specifically for people who have asked for Roblox songs, because they're the only people who've ever done it. There has been 2 people that literally spammed the same song request on every single video I had uploaded for that past week at minimum. And I had to block them from the channel. Like, all posts, nobody can see them. They're shadow banned. Because it's like, I don't want that shit all over my fucking comments. It's like, just ask once. I love that. But when that's all you're doing is asking on like multiple videos, get the fuck out of here. I don't like to do it, but if people are gonna just be spamming shit, then it's like, well, I don't want your input, because clearly you're not well. Speaking of rhythm games, what was my opinion on the questionable rhythm game? I wouldn't call it questionable. I would just say it was kind of super easy, but it was like the DS rhythm game. It was like more WarioWare coded when it comes to rhythm game stuff, where it's like, it's more of a mini game styled thing. I didn't have a problem with it. I just kind of did it, got the gems for it, moved on with my life. So, yeah. Any anime recommendations for me? Too many. Depends on what genres you like, how new you want it. I watch, and I'm not kidding when I say this because I have to restate this every time because nobody believes me. I watch 20 shows per anime season. And I've been doing that since 2018. Not to mention all the classics I've seen and anything in between those. I have seen over 200 anime per year since 2018. Seasonal and otherwise. If you need an opinion on something, feel free to ask, but I'm going to also need more contained windows of thought to be able to give you a legitimate, like, what genres, what years, you want a classic, you want a new one, any of those. I'm going to need some clarifications.
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here. Laveroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might succumb.
Not a lot of them are good.
Haven't you heard all the stories?
But I just like
that?
anime.
An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count.
Most times, the worst is like mid, you know?
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
I go based on vibes.
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us. Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
Okay. The gate has burst.
Oh no. It can't
Oh
be
no.
happening.
Oh no.
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
We gotta go close the door.
You two just
We gotta close the door, dude. You'll be fine. Keep running.
Be careful!
Dude, Sentenced to be a Hero has been an amazing series so far, yeah.
If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
Time to move as far inward as possible. That's what she said, right? Inward?
Attention, please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards.
Oh, whoops. Meant to hit the F. Do not watch season 3. I say watch season 3 of One Punch Man. And I only say watch it because it is not good. And in some ways, that's funnier. Ooh, actual cutscene time. Is this the cutscene that people are talking about?
Just like I said.
What happened?
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
Did he just fucking parry water? God damn, he parried water. That won't hold forever. Get out of here, go. shit!
Three, two, one.
One. He'll make it. Just don't forget your hat on the other side. Jesus!
This won't hold it for long.
God
Find
damn.
Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense. The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
That's hot of both of them. Anyway.
Neuvillette, why are you here?
He knows.
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Fina will soon be meeting with the Knave there. You must protect Fina and make sure she doesn't spend too much time
Alright, I'm
alone
gonna double
with her.
back on chat real quick while I've got this stopping here in the story. This cutscene was kind of fire. Yeah, dude, their fucking like actual cutscene game, fucking peak most times. Really fucking good. Don't understand how Clarin. Clearly, you've never met Clarin. She can parry water. Like, he can parry water because he's cryo. She can parry water because she just looks at it and it's like, ah, shit. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to water all up in your shit. She she would start cutting the water's ass and it would just be like, I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to. Which do you think would have the most potential to be at Gojo's level? Yuta, Higuruma, or Damn. Damn, that is a good question. I'd say Yuta, just for the sake of it being kind of the easy way out, in my opinion.
Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
Oh, there we go. Fa la 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 la, skipping my happy ass over to the opera house. La di da di da, doodly doodly doo dee da da di da. Just a happy-go-lucky little school boy. No, little German boy. Don't skip to the opera house.
There are a ton of Fatui and
Oh my God.
Paulina people over there. The Knave is probably here already. We need to hurry.
Are you two the Traveler and Paimon? Monsieur Neuvillette has left instructions. Please follow me. Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise
Can I
to
give you the real answer? Because you didn't list the real answer.
Fina to the best of your abilities.
My real answer is Maki. And I'm not saying that for a meme. She has consistently pushed beyond every reasonable and realistic case of power scaling they have offered so far. I think she has the potential. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not crazy here. I'm talking in full form. Like, yeah, like, with twin. To make it as vague as I can. For people who don't know. She can't cut through infinity? That's because she hasn't tried yet. And it's not like she hasn't tried. She hasn't been forced to try. And there's a difference when it comes to Maki. So I don't know. I think she can do it. Might be a little bit of cope, but I believe that she could. An absolute necessity, which hasn't truly happened in her scenarios yet. Time will tell.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Fina mentioned.
Of course, of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the Knave, one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
Greetings.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Greetings, fellow human.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Fina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Fina simply adores.
Green cake.
There are only 16 slices sold every day.
Damn.
Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
And you have 4 of them? Jesus Christ. How much would that cost? You have most of the cake.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
It's green.
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Fina and I.
I'm green, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die. If I eat cake, I will die. I'm a diabetic. I can't eat cake.
I wonder how he's doing.
I can eat cake, by the way.
You must
but it is a
have
fun
heard,
meme.
Right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an
God, is it gonna help me get an urge to reinstall Genshin? Dude, I'm just saying, the game's been good. You know it, I know it. It's okay to play a game that you enjoy.
I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Fina.
I haven't really seen Arlecchino's personal
Child
cake.
was
I haven't paid
subdued by
attention because I don't look at
Neuvillette
the
right in
ass
front
of
you.
characters.
Against ordinary people,
The cake on
my
the
colleague
table
would never be on the
looks
back
delicious.
foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur Neuvillette. Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Shami, are you trying to I'd win in this scenario?
Still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Child is still alive.
Oh, and just how do you know that?
Yeah, Shami, you know that Arlecchino would peg the fuck out of you.
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Mirapede.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Well...
The Fortress of Mirapede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
Nope, but he's somewhere.
Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine.
That was the plan all along.
Since he was
Shami,
unfortunately
you dog.
I picked it up on his behalf. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, Your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the Opera House. Is it something like that?
You miss the old Overwatch days? Where did that come into play? What reminded you of that situation?
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded. Huh?
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss
Oh, random nostalgia moment.
I don't
Probably.
quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Time for the water to go burr. Oh, is this the peak? Ah, yes, we have Dragon Daddy doing his thing. Okay.
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Bro fucking dodged the question.
Sounds about right.
Dragon Daddy is actually crazy? Why? Is it, am I wrong? You're gonna look at this and tell me I'm wrong?
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day. This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe. This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
Ha! Hell yeah.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed. But only
Could have
for
named
now.
it anything else other than Dragon
I
Daddy.
win this bet.
Why would I when
present.
it's the truth?
Very well. It was
That was a
indeed
beautiful
just as you
cutscene, by the way.
You made a bet?
The effects work on the water
We
was
made a
fucking
bet on
gorgeous.
the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
just tea.
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
Oh,
Wouldn't
so like
happen to be a
metaphorical
dig at
tea.
my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
As smooth as they probably could go.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house. Miss Fina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
What are you trying to say?
That you're nothing but a shell!
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontanian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true. Yet, here you are relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable?
She has faith in Dragon Daddy, alright?
Guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Hearth have devoted everything to saving their homeland. But you, it beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
She can do jack shit.
My ways. And I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me. Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high!
Then I ask you, Miss Fina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
I can't imagine she's able to tell the truth to many people.
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes.
Fucking kinda.
Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
An emergency response plan?
Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Fina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
A few ultra kills, yeah.
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Fina. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Fina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Fina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side. Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
I don't find myself siding exclusively with either party. I'm too down the middle. Like, I understand that Arlecchino's opinion would be, like, skewed by the skepticism of it all. But I also understand if there needs to be a privatization of Furina's situation. Because sometimes optics are the control you need to keep people happy and in the general context of whatever you're trying to hide. Sometimes not knowing is the best option.
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise.
The scale of that is entirely subjective and often isn't worth it.
I will take you up on that offer.
But in this universe, yeah, definitely.
Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
If it's on my tea table,
The
it must
best
be
little fucking, like, giggle ever.
And we must thank the Knave for bringing these over as well.
Yes.
I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Furina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Furina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea. It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before I must be on my way.
Ah, sure.
Paimon's coming too.
Of course you are. Because she's attached at my hip. That's a long way away. I would assume this would have happened while we were, like, walking out of the room, you know? Jogging slowly out the room. Go into the front door. Arguably the most public space to talk about private matters. Okay.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
Fair enough.
That's what Paimon thought.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude. That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings.
We're in an opera house. This is probably the most formal thing.
From the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against.
Why do your friends say that Genshin's a Gooner game? Because they're dumb and they don't actually pay attention?
He's a tricky one to deal with.
I'll show you why, most likely.
It's unfortunate
but
that Linny's
we gotta
so
get through
eager
the
to
cutscene
prove
first.
himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression?
It's not a good reasoning, but people will call anything a Gooner
outside
game.
Of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meripede.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused?
Trouble is subjective, ma'am.
Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
Notice she has more of this fuck-ass cake,
No
dude.
need. I will take care of it myself.
She's just like, oh, they only make 16 slices a day, and I buy 3 every day.
Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you.
That cat looks terrified, bro. Like,
You
Jesus
dare
Christ.
to run from me? Stop right this instant.
The cat's over here like, no! Ah! Get the fuck away from me, you crazy bitch!
I didn't expect the chance to approach Fina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame
behind you!
Bait.
Turn around, you dumbass!
From the moment it was attached to the hook,
meow!
The bait is
meow!
meant to be sacrificed.
Oh, fuck out of here!
I guessed in the second before I struck. The hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Who are you?
She has a Akasha terminal. Her Akasha terminal is on max.
Don't kill me. I'm begging you, please.
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of
Did you fucking see that shit?
I suspect
she almost fucking killed you, bro.
Does not mention this incident to anyone.
You good?
Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her
fucking
quarters,
meow,
Fina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Iudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article. I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master...
Oh,
Master
if I've seen
Child has
memes
gone
about that,
missing.
yeah.
On
I've seen
top
a
of that,
few.
The contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork
I think
of
my
Wriothesley.
favorite one was an edit from the movie It, where Arlecchino was in the sewer drain, and it was
value of a
Fiorina
harbinger is much
with
higher than
the
most
sailboat.
would imagine. We now have
that
an
was
excuse to
that was just
exert
a good one. I didn't know what the
diplomatic
context
pressure on
was,
the
but
Fontaine authorities.
I knew that there had to be something with those
Set
two.
up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Iudex Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Fina and Iudex Neuvillette. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Lenny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence.
Oh,
gathering.
here's Johnny. Yeah. Basically any horror movie adjacent thing.
You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
Hey!
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, Even Fina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances.
We're just still in a
enjoy tea
cutscene,
with
so
Fina.
give it a second.
I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Iudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
This game is very yap heavy, which I enjoy because lore, but not a lot of people have the patience for
servant of Her
these
Majesty
long
the
sections.
Over my years of service,
It's basically
I've
like
learned
playing
how
a movie.
real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Iudex
But like a
Neuvillette or
multiple
Fina,
100-hour-long
neither
movie.
fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings
I'm on
often
like
do not
Fast and
require
Furina
justification. It is,
27.
however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you. You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday.
Dragon Daddy's back.
He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Bitch. Dick.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Fina. To put it simply, I
don't have an opinion on Outcome Memories. I've never played it.
Seal the sluice gate.
And now I never will.
So as expected, the Knave has turned up the pressure on Fina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives. Permission granted.
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though. You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Fina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics. I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much.
Oh, I don't really have that
suffering.
schedule posted anywhere, Raid.
And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
Because he's sad. Because Daddy is saddy. That's why.
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking? The dragon of... what? Huh?
Please do not be so surprised. Fina?
Neuvillette, are you listening?
Bruh.
Ah, my apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret. There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go
I've
ahead.
shown the list a few times in streams, but that's about it, really.
Sovereign of water, and you were able to
I might have
force
written
the
it
primordial
somewhere, but
streets
it's
in the
probably
fortress.
long, deep
Then
buried
since
if I made a community
Fontaine's
post or
prophecy is all
anything.
about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
That's a
None
loaded
of the
question.
currently
What was
living
my
dragon
first ever
sovereigns in the
video?
world, myself
As
included,
this user?
possess powerful
Or like my first ever
They say that
YouTube
when the
video?
first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend
My
to at
first
my office.
ever, okay.
If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede? Paimon is a little worried. We'll
Alright.
see you another time.
Take care.
Oh, that line. I'm sure that'll come into play later. Okay. So, first things, I'm gonna show you why it's a Genshin. Yeah, why this is a Gooner game. And like I said, it's not a good answer. It's just an answer. So the real answer is some of the designs are a little thirsty. That's basically it. And it's not just like the one, and it's not the one way. There's a few of the characters in here that I would say are a little bit more, let's go with, runs certain criteria for a lot of people, where they really like certain designs. And that's basically the only reason that this game is seen as a Gooner game. Really, that's about it. There are certain characters that hit certain criteria that are a little bit gooned, but otherwise, it's not really all that bad. So I don't really know why people call it Gooner. It's just purely because people make porn of the characters. That's it. That's really it. You get certain designs that people are like, I like that one, and then they make an SFW out of them.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For
So not a lot going on. It's really not that bad. But that's just the way that people act, really, that causes that one. As for my game list, hold on, let me get it open. I want to make sure I get them right in the right order. So next month will be all rhythm games. Then it's Wuthering Waves and Zenless that'll follow it, May and June. And then after that, I'm going to be working on a video that ranks all of the games I've tried based on different criteria. I think I currently have 10 or 15 different categories that will all play into my general thoughts and opinions on them. So, yeah. I'm gonna clear out all my stuff up here. At least for what I can do. Nothing there. To claim these, I would have to go to the thing. So let me go back to here.
The rain has stopped. Any longer, my books would have got. Ad Astra Abbot.
Add extra applesauce. Oh, it's a pleasure, Catherine. All right. Oh yeah, I never epitomized my path. I was just gonna do that one. These, I don't really have any pulls on them right now. Yeah, I've got nothing on Stardust. And I don't have enough for this either. Right. I've got nothing for pulls right now.
Now, this is what I call them.
Oh yeah, the test run. I haven't done that yet. Get out of here, Genius Invocation. Started to learn drumming. Any tips? Hit things. General tips: start slow. Actually pay attention to rudiments. If you want to actually get good, doing the work is to get good. Otherwise, if you just want to play for fun, don't worry so much about rudiments and just have a good time with it. Start with some basic rhythms, practice them out. Modern places to learn, shit like Drumeo is probably good for that. And it's just the way to do it, you know, just practice, basically. Just play, but have fun while playing it. Play 2 songs, play with a metronome. The usual stuff that people say with music learning. I'm gonna try Stellasora. Probably not. For the rhythm games, I know I'm doing Archaea. I will most likely do Osu just to try it because, like, obviously it's one of those big ones where it's like, if I don't try it, people are gonna be mad. I just don't know what other ones I'm gonna try based on everything else. So not as bad as ZZZ. No. No, Genshin's nowhere near as like Gunnar as Zenless is when it comes to like just their menu screens and everything. That's so much worse. And like, it's not even that Gunnar on Zenless from what I've seen. People again are just kind of pushing that narrative. I would argue that it's more because of how they visualize the characters than Genshin. But I also don't think that they're inherently trying either. It's just there are some aspects about doing something that looks cool but also ends up looking sexual to a lot of people. And that's their problem. That's a Gunnar mindset. So I don't process things like that. Nikke, for example, I think that Nikke, while being clearly defined into the Gunnar corner of visuals, has a story that is so much deeper. Same thing with Girls Frontline. It's like those games look sexual on the surface, and the second you get into the story, you're like, oh my god, they're living through like hell every single day. And in like Nikke's case, there is a story-based reasoning as to why everything is like that. And I'm not going to spoil that for anyone who might be wanting to get into it. But Nikke is a legitimately good story. And same thing with like Girls Frontline. Gunnar game is just a way for people to say that they don't like a game, even if they don't want to try it, which is the most bottom opinion I've ever seen. So if there's anyone out there that's going, it's just a Gunnar game, 9 times out of 10, that's because they're a bitch who doesn't want to give it a shot. And it's, yeah, it's like saying it's bad because I don't like it. It's like, okay, whatever, dude. It's so fucking, it's such a boring, insult. Wait. Damage, okay. Crowd damage, good. Okay. Alrighty. I was making sure she wasn't like a sub DPS or something.
Take this. You win.
Bon appetit! The pinnacle of excellence!
My holy proclamation!
way to wield.
The power of revelation.
Whoops.
No, my sword! Let me weave you a verse.
Hear ye the word joy.
I need my boosts to be able to take this guy out. There we go.
Door is opened unto you.
And you too.
A little amuse-bouche. Goose on the loose.
There we go. Okay, I kind of figured her out by the end of that. She's one of those people that does a lot better when she's stacked by sub people. That makes sense. Yoink. Okay. Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. I want to figure out what that actually does.
Off to the freezer.
Pair. Going on.
Ring cutter. A little amuse-bouche. A burst of flavor.
Engaging.
I've never seen this guy before. This is a weird one. He's a spear person, though. I don't tend to love the way that feels. Much more of like a sword person.
Off to the freezer. Tentacle of excellence.
Hiya. Get out of here. Don't hold her skill. I never was. Hydro support. Okay. A shielder. Seemingly.
May the Archon protect you.
Yep. Okay.
Swift and merciful, from whence you came.
Absorption test. Animal hypostasis.
Yeah. This should be fun.
Alrighty. Woo.
West wind, carry me.
Commencing cleanup. Getting here.
Like a big ass sword.
Animal test 6308.
Yeah. Thus saith the animal arc.
Spirit blade. Attack.
Let's stir things up. Surprise baptism. West wind.
Absorption test. Swirl. Mark.
From whence you came. Getting here.
This should be fun. Yeah.
Waiting for the shield again.
A touch of frost.
There we go.
Stand clear. Animal hypostasis amulet.
Surprise baptism. Yeah.
All right. Not a huge fan of that layout just for the character. Candace, hell yeah. I have played with Candace before. It's been a while.
Animal test 6308. Bubba, get them. You're toast.
Do your work. Hear my prayer.
Absorption test. Welcome.
Going in. Wait.
Ouchie.
Swirl. Mark 2.
Get the fuck out of here. Could be doing that shit to me. Eat shit. Go ahead and take care of that. Have fun, Boba. All right.
Do your worst. We shall prevent. Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork.
I'm not used to having this guy on third. There we go. Or fourth, rather.
Please. Grant us your blessing. Yield.
Enhanced animal module 75.
There we go. All right. I can't remember if I've ever played with her before. So the likelihood is very much 0.
Witness the power of good luck.
Frost is coming! Dead reckoning!
Let the show begin. Ready, steady, go! Smile!
Getting here!
All right.
Know my sword.
We're gonna stick with you on the damage side then.
Say cheese!
Getting here! Commencing cleanup!
Okay. Clearly, I don't really understand how this team layout works together. Because I kind of don't really get her value compared to a better layout.
Come on, we can do it.
Health.
Smile!
Witness the power of good luck.
Okay.
Hard-hitting exclusive!
Ring cutter.
Hold that pose!
Okay, I kind of understand her better now. Lots of reliance on the whole freeze aspect for her, for sure.
Know my sword.
Breaking news! Let's dance!
Pair! Dead reckoning!
Hold that pose!
Let me weave you a verse.
Getting here! Frost is coming!
Alright. I see the freeze buffer of her, yeah. Not my favorite character, though, when it comes to play, because I don't love, like, the technical. I'm much more unga bunga when I play. So it's very, like, not my play style with her, so... The odds of me getting her on a poll are higher than getting one of the main characters, of course. But the likelihood of me using her is effectively 0 based on just vibes alone. Sure, I'll clear this out so you stop yelling at me about it. Wow, look at that. Templates for something I'll never actually use. Okay, anyway. Thoughts of all... shit. That. I forget what the shortcut for that one is. Skirk best out of all of these. I like Skirk the most because I can just unga bunga with her. It's awesome. And that's definitely more my play style. I'm a damage dealer and I don't really try too much with the technical stuff unless it's like heal buffering. I only work with technical shit if I'm absolutely required by the game to. Like for her, she was just fine because she's just kind of an offhand sort of support. Not huge on Dahlia, the feel at all. Better for Candace, but still not my favorite for the general feel of being a spear user. I just think that fight style in this game is clunky for me based on how it flows. And yeah, Charlotte's slightly better than Dahlia. Dahlia's at the bottom. Top to bottom, it would be Skirk, Escoffier, I think that's how you say it, Escoffier? Then Candace, Charlotte, Dahlia. That's kind of my general lineup of who I do and don't care for. Wait a minute. I should check polls. Do I have enough now? I do. I have enough for one poll. That'll be fun. Let's see what happens. You think we're gonna get anyone good? You think we're gonna do it? Nope. All right. Fair enough. If I expected anything more, I would have been lying to myself. Okay, what the hell's going on over here? There's a lot going on down here. Oh, yeah, they're up there. I didn't look at the levels thing when I clicked. I just kind of went. Oh, I don't have a teleport there. That's why it's annoying. Oh, I do. I forgot I could teleport to this.
Time to
act.
act.
Whoop, wait a minute. You guys safe?
You guys are back?
Yeah. Yeah, we're fine.
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not at all.
Ah, and here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
Well, kinda. We can leave whenever we want.
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
All right.
Taking my 4 hours sleep. Yeah, get out of here.
We're
Go
just
sleep.
relieved to see you. He was super worried about you, you know.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah.
Nah,
I
I'm
was
too
also
cool.
transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's
to a
nothing
degree
wrong
we
with
did.
worried about your prison pals, is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
These two, they sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
Always trust a fat guy with making your food. They know how to do it right. How you doing over here?
Seedwing! Traveler, Paimon, you're back!
Yeah.
Are you still doing all right? Did either of you get hurt? We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge
Weirdly
mess.
enough,
How
true.
bad
Yeah.
was it?
As a fat guy, I can promise you that most fat guys know food.
But that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Neuvillette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being.
Not all of them are the best chefs,
We must also
but
thank
all
you
fat
for the
guys
help
can
you
tell you what
provided.
tastes good and what doesn't taste good.
How did Neuvillette know that he was needed here?
Well, Monsieur Neuvillette has strong resonance
There's that
with the hydro
adage of if your
When the
chef
water
isn't
level
fat,
rises,
don't eat their food.
feel the waves produced.
True.
I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling.
It's not really that accurate, but it feels right, you know?
Without a word. I'm so relieved to see see that you're both alright. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Wolsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time. I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
Oh, that's where that, right, yeah. It's over there. I'll start with this one over here. Just because I think ending in the other spot makes more sense. End in the middle, where I'm sure I've got to talk to Wriothesley. You guys okay down here?
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
A bare-teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely from it, eh?
Mm-hmm. Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clarant in person.
Whoa, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the Knave.
You met Father? Did she say anything to you?
She called me a bitch and slapped me.
Things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Mm-hmm. Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Lenny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Based father.
Got it.
That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
For real? Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely.
Yeah. Very fucking cool for you.
You're
So
going
proud
to have tea and
for
snacks
you.
with us.
Alrighty, back out. Gotta go talk to Daddy in the jail center.
Time to act.
See what he has to say. Where is Jail Daddy? In his office, like always. Ah, Daddy downstairs in the punishment basement. Oh, I gotta talk to these two. Okay, never mind.
Jury,
I'm gonna go see the star-crossed lovers that definitely don't love each other.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
That's no excuse for... Huh? What's you two?
Lurvine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently.
Hello there.
How have you been?
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though, so don't say a word to anyone.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Ha!
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Even Paimon knows, and she's an idiot. Happy anniversary, you two. I expect at least 3 children. Hello, Daddy.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see 2 inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still all right?
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the Courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
Valid.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Cloran has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Cloran received lipstick instead.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh,
we're working on
I
that.
have some gifts here for you as well.
Are these from Sigewinne too?
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work.
I wonder if Clorinda would actually use the makeup. She probably will, you know?
You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
You may access the cafeteria for free.
Hooray!
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Okay. Can do. Time to go to the dorms. Yeah, the music in this area is really good. I like the atmosphere this brings. Good ambiance. As far as like this section of the game, since I know, and somebody mentioned this earlier, how it's like kind of controversial on the opinion, somewhere between. I don't think it's bad, but I see why people don't like it, you know? I can definitely get that.
We're no longer prisoners though, so it really doesn't feel the same. Sure feels that way. But the truth is, we never did anything bad to begin with, so I'm not sure why we put so much pressure on ourselves.
You put that pressure on you. I've been fine.
Huh? How did you know? Hey, that's not true! Alright. Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all. It's like, we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just 2 people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool? You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here? Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today to. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Scary.
It was about half an hour ago.
Should be safe now, right? All right then. Good night to you, traveler.
One more brain connection from child? Question mark. What's going on here? Jesus Christ, it's a Leviathan class! We gotta get the hell out of here! I'm not playing Subnautica today. Alright. He's fine. I'm sure he's fine.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede! Come on, we've got to go complete the release procedures now!
Pre-watched? What do you mean by pre-watched? Oh, Ah, that's where it was. Hiya. I'm here.
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Mirapede via the
Thank you,
regular channels.
Munglan.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and...
What's happening? I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
It's probably just that giant whale thing in the primordial sea. You don't know about that? Well, let's go fucking figure it out then, I guess. Yo, jail daddy. The fuck was that?
Your Grace?
I called the
Good to see
cutscene.
you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Did I?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I have developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Huh, you've got a point.
Fair enough.
Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
Don't be so fucking cheeky about
I
it.
believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Wait,
Oh, we should say goodbye to our people.
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now?
Yes, we are. Deal with it.
That's right! Today is our last day in prison! But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. It's actually been pretty nice. Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
Well, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too?
Yeah, don't worry.
We'll be back.
See you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
Nah, we'll just get a visitor's pass.
Stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Maripede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Neuvillette was the one who asked us to come here, we should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia.
You're going to see Monsieur Neuvillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
All right. But where do I go from here? Oh, all the way over there. Just literally back here. Okay, then I can just leave. Oh yeah, I gotta go here. Been a while since I've been to this spot. Okay.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh,
Halt!
It's you two. Apologies.
Yeah,
Monsieur
chill out,
Neuvillette
Sadine.
did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me.
The little hop, like,
Mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here, but you can see yourselves in.
Everyone's so busy. Seems a lot has been happening.
Always. It is basically like a judicial center. It's like a mayoral office.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first.
Of course!
In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well, then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
Let us vibe for a bit in this beautiful, ornate office of yours. Not gonna hear me complaining. It'd be nice to just be able to sit down and breathe.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Maripede, and it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
That's
It's barely
right. And we
paperwork.
came here to see you right
Signed my name and I left.
A massive whale.
Sounds like my mother. That was a joke.
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Teyvat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? And is he okay?
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself. Yes? What is it?
Oh, right! Paimon felt it too! We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose? Oh no! What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her!
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish things here.
Okay.
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful.
Then we shall. Away to the next spot. Okay. Where be it? Oh yeah, over here. I remember this. Yeah. It's gonna like throw me straight into it, isn't it? Yep. Could see that one coming.
Oh no. What happened here?
Oh no. Everyone got myrtleized. We were only gone for like, what, a week or something? Jesus.
Navia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still... Hyma means we need to check on her.
You can say still alive, you'd be right. Gotta make sure she's okay. Oh, over there, okay. Didn't load up fast enough for me to like really check it earlier. Wink. Oh yeah.
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here.
Hey, Aether.
Oh, this is getting scary.
What will I ever do now?
I mean, there's one right there.
Look, there's someone on the roof over there.
He's fine.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch
Am
your
I
balance.
drummer? Yes.
All right. Just hurry.
Just sorry, that was the funniest phrasing for that. Am I drummer?
I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own? My Desiree!
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
You read my channel description? Valid. Valid way to assume I'm a drummer. My leg! My leg! Alright, time to go check up with my girl over here. Oh. Or I guess I crossed the threshold.
It's Navia. She's over there.
There are some weird beard designs in this game, yeah. Hmm. She doesn't look as happy as usual, and I don't like it.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
You're not telling us everything.
Demoiselle,
There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded?
I mean, always, Ether.
How badly?
Go for it.
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose,
That
he
depends on if
desperately
I've
climbed
heard
up to
it
the
or
roof.
not, but
once the water receded
odds
and
are
he saw
kind of
the crowd,
50-50.
he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
We're getting there, Shami. I'm sure
Alright,
we're getting there.
You'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Ah, right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier,
Hearts to hearts.
we
No, that's a new
suddenly
one.
heard a loud noise.
Okay.
At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded on an
Mark that down,
aquabus.
actually.
But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere. The rushing water seemed a little odd.
It's hard to open up
almost
this
like the
app
unique
while I'm
color of
also
primordial
paying
seawater.
attention. Well,
Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water leaking from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly
There we go.
disappeared.
keep that in my list.
They were all dissolved. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights.
Oof.
The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible. No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
By all means.
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much
We
it
can
means
teleport
to me.
people to safety. We have the
really
power.
Can't express how grateful I am.
No need. Yeah.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Don't just ask like that. I'm sure it's a sensitive subject, bro. You should know
Demoiselle,
better.
We've got a situation here.
Damn. Hello.
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
And off she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Hello, part 2. There's 2 people coming in, one on Twitch, one on YouTube, that everyone's like, hey.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance. Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Huh? Right now?
Thank you.
Where's that? Oh yeah, it's like out here. All right, I'll teleport out to this and jump down. Probably the fastest way.
Body and mind.
You enjoying the mini special? Yeah, I'm still bummed that I didn't have anything planned for that in time. I was really hoping.
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Navia?
Oh no, not the happy one.
Navia, what's wrong?
She was so full of life.
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver. They won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Shut up, Paimon, you
Everyone
fucking idiot.
agreed on the rescue plan, but still, I was the one who initiated it. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And they were caught in the seawater.
I figured that was probably the case there.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just gone. I just can't.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later, no matter who you are.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet.
Silver.
But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it'll save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your requests.
But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else.
I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise.
As if you have control over that, girly pop. God,
sorry
stop blaming
for
yourself
letting
for
you
that.
see me in a mess like this.
Damn.
I don't usually
Sorry, give
cry,
me a... I'm
really.
not reading chat right now. I'm
Doesn't know how
focusing
to help
on
you feel
holding
better,
back tears.
But
I love those two. They were fucking
she
awesome.
understands how you feel.
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it,
that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing for them. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine, Karina, Daisy Ray, Joinville, Julianne, Esson, as well as Malus and Silver.
Why'd you say Desiree like that?
Everyone else is safe. But still...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated. The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
Right. Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't something we should ever consider a trade. Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually.
She has moments.
I'll remember your words.
Oh, really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
Hmm.
The Knave?
Hello.
What are you doing here?
She also has moments.
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground.
I'm kind of going back in chat real quick. What's my favorite game? I don't really have one. A favorite game is a hard. That's a tall ask. I'd say what's up within top 5 is Zelda Twilight Princess. I fucking love that game. So like that's definitely up there, but I don't know if I could put it at number 1 because that's got to be a sliding scale of a bunch of really good ones. And then I can wish for any superpower, but everyone gets the same superpower. What would I wish for? The superpower of common sense. As defined by exclusively me, so that way everyone could be on the same level of fucking normalcy instead of being fucking idiots all the time. Anyway.
As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
It shouldn't be a superpower, but common sense is a fucking superpower these days.
Do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually. I would call this a coincidental encounter, but that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui.
Don't jump in here and be like, hey, what's up, Unk? You streaming the whole quest?
Works so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive development.
I don't know how far I make it. I just go until I don't have time to anymore.
So it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies.
I feel like the common sense one fits that description,
This
Bitbreaker.
is nothing to brag about, nor do I
Because if you have common sense, nothing should ever reach
to act
a
forcefully,
critical level
whether
of
they are
mistake.
doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand. In any
Common
case.
sense is one of the
As
best
I've told this traveler before, I
ways
know
to
of the
avoid
prophecy, and I intend
those
to prevent
situations.
the impending disaster. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps
Good answer in
one
the first
day,
answer you heard
you'll
today.
also be able to help me in the same way.
Without your help,
If I was
there
going
would have
to
been many more
refine,
casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
if I'm going to refine the whole like common sense thing, because I do count that as like, if anything was a power, that would work. But if you wanted to make it more like super powery, you could say a doom sense, like a sense of danger. That in itself is like something where you sense the danger, and as a part of the power would compel you to choose to not cause whatever problem that is. So everyone on Earth having this same level ground of, oh, that sounds like a bad idea, is basically like a super conscience, right? That would make more sense as a power, but in a way that is common sense. Just going, maybe I shouldn't commit genocide. That'd be cool. You know, like, maybe this isn't a good idea. To think about it for 5 seconds and actually be compelled through that power to not make dumb decisions would be a good superpower.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver.
Yeah, we don't need
I
gambling,
only wish
so
that my people
sure.
could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Calculated choices
Don't
is
say
one
that.
thing. And you
You
can
and your
gamble up to a
subordinates
point,
did
but you shouldn't
everything you
gamble to nothing, you know? I think gambling as a
Paimon said,
casual thing that you
Malus
can
and Silver
actually
didn't choose to
afford,
sacrifice themselves
sure,
for
if
any
that floats your
specific
boat.
person. And they
But
weren't the
it's
price
never
paid
gonna
for
let
other
you
salvation.
gamble
They
till you're broke,
chose to
basically.
become
That's where it would
heroes
stop you,
themselves.
is like, can you actually
I've never
afford
liked
this?
hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention.
Do you think that,
By the way, Traveler, Paimon...
I don't think that
one
she
more
should have,
thing.
no. Because I don't blame Fina for doing that necessarily.
Alright, then we'll just...
However, it is the fault of the general
This isn't
populist government, not just her
to
alone.
walk with you for a moment so you could
Sure, if you step up the ladder, she's up there, but
That is a clever and useful
making
conversation technique, which I do like to use when
decisions
necessary.
to avoid
But there's no
danger
need
is not
today.
something that
It would not
should
hurt
come
to have
from
Miss Navia
exclusively the top of the line.
Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Maripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals.
Time for jolly cooperation.
Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times, and seem to be worth investigating in many ways.
I've been there.
Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck, and at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
So, that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents. Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you. Which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
Feeling trusted is a
The intel
nice
I just shared
feeling.
about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
We fought
Excuse
gods.
me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
Well, I'm sad, yes. But I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me.
Respectable.
Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
Hmm. Oh yeah, I forget how long these
Since you put it that way,
parenthetical ones
I have no
stick.
objections. What do
I've
you
read
say,
it like
traveler?
30 seconds prior to it finally changing.
All right. The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
Away to the ultimate adventure. All right, we need to go there. I thought it was pretty close to this because again, I've been here before, so. I probably should have a teleport right next to it, shouldn't I? No, it's this one, right? Yeah. Because I've been down here, and that's where the shot was from. It was like this direction. But there's no real teleports that are anywhere close that I've gathered. This would be the closest one, but that's under, so it wouldn't be worth it, obviously. So I'll just run. We'd just be running. Actually, let me use this one. I don't want to be fighting you guys. Don't worry. I'm going to be just moseying on my own speed here. Making my way downtown. Running past. I didn't feel like going deer mode. I considered it for a second, but I was like, eh.
So, are these the ruins the Knave was talking about? Whoa, talk about
That's a domain.
They
Bina
seem
mode.
to be pretty ancient, all right.
Let's go in and have a look.
Just be careful.
Oh, we'll be careful, all right. The Palace of Secrets. Recommended party level 82. Recommended you can eat my ass. I have an over-leveled squad. Not really. But I'll survive. Hiya! checking for any... Oh, you bitch. Duh. Okay. She's a little too floaty for me to get a handle on her movement. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I can't go over there. That's why. Okay, I was seeing if I could collect anything in the sides here. But there's nothing. There's nothing. They give me nothing. No hidden anything. Okay, fine. Time to beat some ass! Let's go! Hiya! Been a while since I've fought anyone, but I'll do it happily.
Witness the power of Gua. Let's light it up!
Eat ya ass, bruh.
Forest, protect us for the everlasting.
For the everlasting forest. Get out of here. You? What the fuck do you think you're doing? Get out of my face. Eat shit, says Spina. Okay. Alright, nothing. Was there anything in that room? I should probably check. Any hidden things? Well, that looks fun. Aww. Okay.
Time to act.
Apparently I'm not allowed to swim here. That's fine.
Body and mind.
Oh, never saw that come. Awesome. Very fucking cool. I'll deal with that in a second.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Off we go.
That was fucking stupid. They should not kill you on a breaking floor. That's dumb as hell. Alright, cool. You bitch.
I have taught you.
What the fuck?
I know.
Who hit me? How did I get hit by what, bitch? What the fuck? How did I die? What? How did... What? What the fuck was that? Literally nothing is here. Bloom core kills you? That's the... I put it there. Why the fuck would it kill me? That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen. Holy shit. Wow, that's actually a really fucking bad game design moment. Holy fuck, that's stupid. I've never had that be a problem before. That's wild. I've literally never even thought about that. That's dumb. That's never been a concern until this moment. Wow. That's a legitimately shitty fucking design. There is no subjectivity to that. That is objectively a stupid fucking choice. The devs made a really dumb fucking choice. And it's okay to say that. That's dumb as hell. It shouldn't do any damage. Nothing should be friendly fire when it's a special ability. End of fucking sentence. Ever. That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen. That is so stupid. The devs can absolutely fuck themselves right off. That is dumb. Wow. Okay, hold on while I fucking heal up, I guess. I need to get some food. Oh, wrong button. I know I've got food. I don't even know what this was. Oh, yeah. The quest item thing, yeah, whatever. I wasn't doing any of that anyway. I ain't doing shit, and he's gonna get way too full by doing that. I'll use a better item. There we go. Now you're full, I get it, but you needed that. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, couldn't see if I could do anything over there. Yep. Okay. I was seeing if there's anything down there to grab either. It's just, yeah, it's just immersion, I guess. Dumbest fucking immersion thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
There should never be a friendly fire on a special ability.
Montanian would most likely
Ever.
dissolve the moment they
That
fell
is
in.
just, like, if it's gonna hurt you, it's not an ability anymore.
Right. You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to just stay here. Don't get Paimon wrong. We're not saying you're useless. It's just that...
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation. I'll leave this...
Oop, didn't mean to skip that, sorry. Elemental reaction, not ability. Well, I'm saying, like, if it triggers from you and your party, it should not hurt you. End of sentence. No arguments will be had. Yeah, the true RPG experience of using an ability that's given to you and it killing you is absolutely fucking brain dead shit. That is legitimately brain
Perhaps we'll
dead.
find the exit just up ahead.
All right.
I don't know who the fuck was balancing that and thought it made sense, but
Careful.
they were smoking some good shit that day if they thought it was a really good idea or whatever.
Oh no, it's a dead end. Let's try climbing over from the side.
I am literally on it. Okay, cool. Except for when I can't grab to a ledge, right? I forgot I can't do that here. I've been watching other games be played. That was me. Weep. Items! Yay. Look, more food that I'm probably gonna need because the devs made a really dumb decision. Okay. Gonna drag them for that for the rest of my life. Okay. Did I order a healthy glass of immersion switch? Did I order that tall drink of fuck your ambience? Time for whatever this is? Wow, that was a... it's just, why did it just look blip? Gone.
Off we go.
Jesus.
Off we go.
Okay.
Wait. Something wrong with this.
Oh, very fucking cool. Okay, glad I got over that before it fucking dropped me like the first time. Ooh, cutscene moment. I thought it was just gonna kill me. Girly Papa, I swear for God. She's fine. She'll be fine. See?
Demoiselle.
Oh! Huh? She's in her memories.
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself?
Some weird thing going on.
It's
very wobbly here.
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Malus.
Hmm? Oh. Was I sleeping?
Yes, it would appear so.
I must be tired.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk.
Oh, right. I nearly forgot.
Out for a casual stroll.
It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off.
Yeah, you're fine.
I haven't had a nap today yet. Have I? This is a familiar feeling, yet something's a little strange.
Your brain's trying to tell you that this isn't real.
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
You should listen to the brain.
No, I'm fine. I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and we'd resolved the matter not long ago.
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah,
Right. Yes. I
Catharsis
remember now.
impact.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see all of you.
How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one they were looking for. Why, I wasn't even the guarantor for that person. They were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor, Obina, was getting fed up with them.
Sometimes force is required to calm someone down and get them to listen to what you have to say.
That's right. Oh, by the way, Burnett, what was it that you wanted to give to Miss Navia again?
Oh, yes. One moment.
Seems
I have it right
awfully
here.
convenient that these characters are the ones that passed away and exclusively
Miss
that,
Navia,
and that
these
things
are
are a
some
little
flower
bit
seeds that I
visually
prepared.
wobbly, as if
Please
in
take
water.
them. They're a very good variety, and they'll become very big and beautiful once they bloom.
Are we in the primordial
I don't know
sea?
what we would have done without your help, so this is a little token of our appreciation. I hope you won't refuse.
Ah, did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much. I'll certainly take them.
Did I
Malus,
die?
We do still have some empty flower pots at home, right?
You got it fed. I mean, I got it basically the second I saw
In that
him
case,
show
we'll
up,
swap
the
out some of the
Gaverni.
decorative plants for some of
I was
Mrs.
like, that would make
Burnett's
sense.
flowers.
But then all the other name drops, it's becoming more obvious, so it's like, yeah.
Something seems to be off here.
We're in the primordial sea.
Excuse me, madam.
The
If
brain
I'm not
isn't
mistaken,
quite there.
Your name is Burnett, correct?
That's right. Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. This is the first time
We already
I've
know
ever
that the primordial
but your
sea doesn't
name seemed
necessarily
familiar
mean
to me.
death, so
I must have
it
heard it when I was
tracks.
discussing things with your husband previously. I've heard this name before.
or like the
Sometime
consciousness
recently, I'm
of
sure
a
of it.
human can exist within,
Why are there so few
So-
people around here?
it would make the most sense.
Where did everyone go?
We must mind the time, demoiselle.
Like a
We still have
spirit
important
realm
things
of
to attend to
sorts.
today.
Huh? We do? Like what?
Well, now, did you forget?
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House. Your trial is about to begin.
I'm in Nirvana.
My trial?
Naviana?
Wait. Why
I'm
would I
sorry.
need to go
That
to
was a
the
bad
Opera
joke.
House?
That was dumb.
Yes, she's right, demoiselle. It's just about time now, so we should get going.
Oh? All right then.
Look, it's Navia. She's here.
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
Welcome to the Order of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse
There are a
Cardinal.
lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be oddly excited about something.
Why are you all so horny for justice?
Karina,
Have you no hobbies?
Ray, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. Why are so many people here? And why do I have no recollection of this case? And as for the judge... huh?
There is no
Where's
judge.
Mr. Neuvillette?
Because he's
We
not
sit in the
dead.
defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
All right. But are you sure you can stand behind me?
More like Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, thanks.
Today is an exception.
Still got it. Don't worry about it. It was a good joke. Don't look too close.
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're doing?
Seriously.
Enough with the whispering!
Animo acids.
Could someone please
Not
tell me
amino acids.
where Monsieur Neuvillette
Animo
is,
acids.
and why I'm standing trial?
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? In that case, allow me to explain. As all here know, you
I love that Twitch
are
is like
Master
taking over
Callus's
the chat on my side.
head
Nobody on
of the
YouTube's saying
Spina di
anything now.
Rosula, someone held in high regard by every soul in Poisson. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need reached out to you for help, you responded. Not only you, but your butler,
YouTube lives.
your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di Rosula fought for
Oh yeah, it's not like I think you guys left or anything. It's just more of like a... It's funny that it went from like all YouTube to like all Twitch.
You just proving that I'm a good person?
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. You have helped so many people get through so many difficulties. You are one with us. We are.
The jokes are so insane.
We are one
are they
big
too dad
family,
joke for you?
All of us who are from Poisson, inextricably linked. And with you being so important, we couldn't possibly do without you.
One of us, one of us, one of us.
And you shall stay here. You will be together with
Imhotep.
us forever.
Huh? What are you saying? Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and I would be willing to be with you all, but what is the purpose of having me stand here like this? What is there to discuss?
Ah, well, if that's what you think, then I have no further comments.
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
Oh, that was a creepy laugh from Desiree.
Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now. Yes, I get it. This trial is...
You killed us, Navia!
Just a moment. This isn't right!
You killed us! You did this!
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty!
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise
These two just
my right
were
to
like,
defend our
we
lady.
love you too much
Mrs.
to
Wriothesley,
be
you only
lost.
know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent mind.
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master Callus couldn't stop her.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual, extending her hand to help others. Please do not mistake her actions as being otherwise.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the nation of justice, the nation of Hydro. Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Water accepts all, blends with all. It will surely accept her kindness. Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro, and in the end, everyone shall meld together. Thus, when a unanimous opinion emerges, that opinion represents justice. Now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We and Navia are one.
And you would call this justice?
No. She's going back to the surface, bitch!
You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent?
Do you mean to defy our justice?
Yes!
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said,
Well,
we
fuck
can
you,
also
says Silver.
have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend Demoiselle. And
With all due respect, go
is
fuck
how
yourself.
We will enforce justice.
Ugh, my head... It hurts.
You'll be fine.
Demoiselle.
Traveler has you in a cup on the side of the
hurts.
bank. You'll be fine.
My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling in front of me. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Dead is a strong word for what the Primordial Sea does.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will protect you to the very end.
Absurd! Who are you to say that she
Absurd.
cannot be judged?
Sorry, it's a vocal tick now.
We are the majority, and in the nation of trials, the majority is absolute justice. We are the will of all. Don't let them escape! We shall keep Navia here with us!
Try me, bitch.
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn?
Always.
How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us.
Eat
After
shit,
all that
Joinville.
happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses.
She says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us.
Miss Navia, she...
Silence.
That's...
Sit the fuck down.
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Such commotion is prohibited.
You die
in when
the
you
court. Touch the Primordial Sea? Not
accusations you just presented
really.
Are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper
In
trial.
my opinion, at least.
The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Our thanks, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place. What, can't bear to leave us behind or something?
Malus.
Neuvillette's just like, she brought you in a cup, bro. You've got to get out of there.
One little joke once I realized that this shall be our
The
last...
Traveler literally walked up to me with a cup of water and said, "You're it."
Malus.
I'm trying to help you, bitch. We gotta leave. We gotta go.
You must come now.
I can only touch water and talk to you like this for so long.
Farewell.
No, wait! Just a second!
She's fine. See?
Navia?
You're awake. Good.
Touch water, is that like touching grass?
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were defending me at some insane trial.
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare? Paimon could give you a hug.
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I...
What is it?
I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you. Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
Yeah, that's like, okay, so I know we're gonna probably get there, but like the way I've been perceiving this whole situation is that the Oceanids are like the spirits of the people. So when you say they die, I feel like that is a bold term, when in reality you more or less just kind of conform back to that primordial sea and you join that like hive mind consciousness where you all agree and you all have the same situations. But like they said here, you can get out of it, but only if you fail the checks. And if you don't have somebody protecting you, like she did here, you would just basically immediately fail that because you would be too, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? You would be, fuck, I can't think of the word. Not just convinced, but like compelled. That's the word, compelled to be able to do that. So there is no like check for it. If you don't have people in there who are able to come to their own senses for that time being through sheer love, basically, then you would just basically immediately fall apart, which for 99% of people is probably what happens, especially since they don't have Dragon Daddy here to touch your forehead and be like, come, my child, you're not dead yet, and then, like, you know, fix things that way. So
perhaps those two Oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me.
They're gonna.
To think that they'd keep doing so even after death.
So I really don't see it as death, even though it kind of is. Death of their humanity.
Please come with me.
Neuvillette, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right.
Twitch really loves Neuvillette. I mean, yeah.
We could chat about?
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right?
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have nothing to talk about?
I suppose so. Ah, Sigewinne. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the Fortress of Meropide has not been too much for her, has it?
She seems to love it.
Hey, don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's an amazing head nurse.
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigewinne would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity, just as I have.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi. Even though Sigewinne made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happened lately.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately, and I also hope that everything is going well in the Fortress of Meropide.
Yeah, just like there are different personalities in reality,
Something else then.
I feel like even though, like what Shami said about how the Fontanians are not in their original state, and they kind of like, they yearn for that return to their original, like, Oceanid state, I think that there are definitely people within that don't fit that description, especially if they're like mudbloods, like mixed breeds, sort of, or like if they were born of a part of the Fontanian spirit, but also somebody from a different nation, they would be too individualized for that. So they would basically not need or feel that desire to return and be more perceptive to that like whole consciousness shift and try to fight it much heavier. They would just not be immediately convinced that that would be the way to handle it. So they're a little bit more aggressive against it. That might not be the case for any like purebred Fontanian either, because there's always going to be the idea of individualism, even if they believe themselves to be part of the greater perception of Fontaine and what the primordial sea was and how they were a part of that essence. Even then, living your life as a mortal soul is going to change your perspective on things, and you're going to change your general outlook on life as a result. So by the end of it all, you're going to be like, well, maybe I'm not part of that general collective. I don't feel like I'm truly that anymore. I've become my own self, and I can be like stay that individual state. Whether or not they somehow return to the primordial sea after that is kind of up to the lore of the game that I don't know yet. But it would make sense if, like, after people die and, like, they're buried, their bodies would basically turn to water and would kind of return to the, not the sea specifically, but, like, kind of evaporate into the ground and then slowly over time become a part of that, kind of like an afterlife situation. But I feel like it makes more sense that if you make it to the end of your life without returning to the Oceanid state, that your spirit would either completely move on and not be a part of that coil anymore, or their spirit would return to the ocean anyway. Those are my theories, anyway, and my overall thoughts so far.
You're probably quite the swimmer, huh?
Yes, of course.
I am a water dragon after all.
This isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else. How did you find these ruins? Did the Knave tell you?
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. They had even transported a large quantity of supplies to the area. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the Knave, and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the ancient ruins here.
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would take very long, and who would have thought you'd wrap things up so quickly?
I'm bouncing. Whee! Hooray! Boing.
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
Time to kick some ass.
Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
This bro thinks he can handle me?
Wayne.
Nah, bro.
Forest, protect us. Three moons converge.
Eat shit, bro.
Let's light it up! I'm going in! Witness the power of the rock. With one heart, we pray. Rain outlines your fate.
Die, loser. Get away from those fucking bombs now. Alright.
Oh no, another unstable path.
Bruh.
Watch your step.
I'm gonna wait till I have fucking ability to run again. Yep. Hiya. Alright. Hook. Fucking course. Alright. Those took a lot longer to die. Yeah, the music shifted for sure.
Watch out! There are rocks falling!
Ah, of course there's rocks falling. Why wouldn't there be? Ah, you bitch! You bitch! I'm fine. Heels up!
Let me lead you first.
Hiya!
Leave this place.
Owie. Get fucked. Get fucked. Get out of here. Okay, falling rocks, no problem. Got him. Okay, and the music did the thing again. I'm waiting till I have a run ability. I know they're gonna do the thing again. Fucking called it. Alright. Okay, no. Hiya. Hiya. Yeah. Okay. I made it. Okay. I didn't know how fast things were gonna start falling apart. Worried me.
Witness the power of a moonlit night for all.
Moonlit night for all, motherfucker.
Frost moon of old.
Hiya!
No, my sword. Going in.
Yaha!
Not good.
Owie, ow, bitch! Holy shit! Okay, fine. Fuck you too, man. Wow. Oh my god! That's 2 down! Get the fuck out of here! Okay. Nope, not you. Three. I said 3. Thank you. Holy fuck. Hiya! Get out of here. Fuck off. Jesus Christ. Okay, got a little bit of health back on that one. Llama's still dead. That's fine. For now. Let me check my bag. I've got something in here that can revive me, don't I? I have no more. Oh yeah, I can't use the revives till I'm like done. I'll eat food. That's not good enough for me to eat. This is. I'll eat that and I'll eat this probably. Yeah. There, got health there. I'll heal up normally on the other side stuff too. There we go. She got health. Still gotta wait for having actual food back. Let's chill here for a second.
Ow!
Part of me is wondering if I should swap out. Let me swap Columbina out, I think. I think I'll swap her out for Durin. That way I can have the ability. No, wait. It'd be what, L? Yeah. Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. I can't change characters in here, right? I forgot I was in a domain. All right. Well, if I knew I was gonna be fighting some like big bitch, I would have leveled, swapped him out before I went in. So this is probably not gonna turn out well. I decided to have Columbina in here, and she is not the strongest one on my squad. Durin would probably be a better bet for just sheer damage purposes. Ten seconds left. Give it some time. Got 10. There we go. 10 seconds left.
Where did that come from?
5 seconds left. Okay. Oh. And bag, food, you, this one. You get that. That should be good enough. I'll give you guys some apples to like really round out your stomachs. Okay, can't. Right, I forgot you had like limits to that. Yeah, if I would just use Neuvillette too if I had Neuvillette. But I don't, so I can't. Okay, making sure there's nothing else floating around there. Whee!
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Stone slates? It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take them down and have a look?
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot is missing.
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its past. Say what?
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that Fontaine should be destroyed?
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents correspond to it. Take the second slate, for example.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same. She's facing this... what is this? Some kind of island in the sky?
Celestia.
Is that Lady Fina in the third image? Did the Hydro Archon fall into the water?
And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite get it. Are they all in the water?
The fourth image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it, most likely due to us missing the first slate. I am very sorry.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties.
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's the history of the future, right? That means the prophecy's sure to come true.
I really hope it doesn't mean that.
Still, Paimon feels like these images are kind of weird when you look at them together.
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the third, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
If we go by timing, Lady Fina only emerges in the third image. That means that the person in the second image might be the previous Hydro Archon.
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? And if not, why would she be in such a posture? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy? Does that mean that someone, or some people, once saw these slates?
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
Who wouldn't?
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Fina.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's head back first.
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Okay. Okay. And out we go.
Let's
The
split up
lore
here.
unfolds.
I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is. There's some things you just need to be there for yourself.
You still have energy for that, Navia? Paimon's already beat.
She has a lot of energy. Slash, she's not allowed to not have energy.
Just head back to the Fluvsandre and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping me company all this time.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well, everyone. Traveler, I will go talk to Fina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone slates. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the results of our discussion with you.
Okay.
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem? Paimon's getting a little scared now that it's come to this.
She has long been harboring secrets and will not give them up easily.
Don't I fucking know it, am I right?
More my duty to ensure that she understands the present situation.
Alright, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best person to talk to her anyway.
Probably, yeah.
I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fluvsandre is always open to you as ever. So please don't think you're an imposition.
You gonna get out of here? Alright.
Alright. I'll be on my way then.
Oh, he's so considerate. Oh, yeah. For sure. Bro is just very aware.
We're finally back!
Welcome back. We've got a special menu prepared for you two tonight.
Knuckle sandwiches! Random shit.
No, the boss is the best. Ooh, desserts! Nice, these are all Paimon's! Paimon's already starting to forget what happened today.
Wait a fucking minute.
That voice. Is that who I think it is?
Hello, Mona.
It's you two.
She's fucking
What are you
here.
doing in Fontaine?
Hello, Mona. I know you by your hat.
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
You don't know.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontanian, are you, Mona?
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped into you. Quite unexpectedly, if I might add. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstadter surname?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first step to being a great astrologist's pupil was to change that name. There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however, Magistus is not the name of some ancient house or clan.
It isn't?
Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Wow! Imagine including
Mona
a
the
ghost
Great.
in your name. You're gonna have to put that into
That's a Mona thing.
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one. Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa, that's a long one. Does it also mean great or something?
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice-as-great Scholar of the Stars. Just take it as a title specific to astrologists.
The thrice is great.
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call
The
herself
thrice is great.
Magistus,
This
actually,
bitch is
but when she
a
took me in,
loser.
she changed
That's
her
my
name
name.
to Trismegistus.
Talk about excessive.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply.
Fat ass Paimon.
Terrible!
Fat ass Paimon.
But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona? You're from Mondstadt, right?
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes.
My parents migrated to Dorman Port, and I traveled with the old hag for a while, after which I settled down in Mondstadt City.
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's waters.
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to
The
anyone
Dorman
that
Port
looks strange
mentioned,
or the
yeah.
same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean. That
Those
was
like
the main
small
reason,
chunks
yes.
of the world that
Just
nobody
a while
talks
back,
about.
The Steambird
It's like, oh my
invited me
god.
to take part in a panel and speak about the circulation of the prophecy as an astrologist. The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in this much trouble.
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less scary.
Fair.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine, even that of Altivat. Ascertaining this is akin to reading the fortune of the whole world. I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary.
I haven't seen
involves the
shit.
fate of the world.
Dorman Port doesn't
Disregarding
exist
it
anymore.
would be a mistake.
It was flooded by the primordial sea.
Sounds really powerful and all, but does such a person really exist?
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I'd bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something similar. Huh? Are you sure? All right, I'll help you. It isn't often that I see you with such a serious look on your face. I'll tell you once I hear back from her.
Thanks, Mona. You're amazing as always.
Oh, well, this is something only I can do after all. So yes, your
There's
praises
the
are
ego
quite
again.
welcome.
That's the greatest of astrologists for you. Of all the people we know, you know the star's the best.
Indeed. That's the spirit.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need, do not hesitate to inform the Spina di Rosula.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks.
Yeah.
But we were able to
It's very
recruit
loud
all
down
this
here.
help, didn't
Lots
we?
of echo.
Our Fontanian friends will thank us someday. Good morning. To be honest, I'm still feeling kind of sleepy. But it's time to get up, traveler. We agreed to go see Neuvillette, so let's pack it up and get going.
As we shall. But not today. I've gotta go. So let me clear out anything I get from here. Look at that, a pole. We'll do that. So let's do this. Get a pull and see what happens. Is it gonna happen? No, but we can try. Yep. Just a normal ass fucking debate club. Yeah. That's about right. Okay. That was real though. I do have to leave. So I gotta go record my other shit. I figured any time to pause would be now. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back doing this next week. Nothing will be in the way as far as I'm aware. No other games I'm gonna be touching on. So should be good for like next Thursday-ish, most likely. So yeah, I will see you guys then. And we'll see whatever the fuck goes on here at that point. Goodbye!